random events, accidents, countless possibilities, converging at a single point in time. Yet, there is only one truth. Cause. Effect. We live in a world of assassins. And the best of them all is Agent 47.
Please welcome Jack Pattillo.
Hey everybody. How you guys doing today? E3, Thursday of E3, still got some energy in you, right? Yeah? All right, excited, awesome, excellent. I'm very, very excited to be here talking about Hitman 2 with you guys, and I got some special friends. So bring out Jacob and Christian from WB Games and IO Interactive. Come on out, guys.
Hey guys.
All right. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. I'm glad I brought you all here. These are my friends. Hi, audience.
Hi, guys.
How are you guys doing? So, man, Hitman 2, we're back. We got another Hitman game. This is the first true sequel following up on last year's game. So, you guys pumped?
Absolutely.
You had a good E3 so far?
Great. It's
awesome.
been really great.
Excellent, man. I am very, very excited. I was fortunate enough to be part of the introduction stream last Thursday, so it's been a week. So, what's been the highlight of your week so far?
Well, for me personally, it's been just that feeling of announcing this game. It's been absolutely amazing. I never know exactly what to expect, but the reception has been incredibly warm and super excited. A lot of people know the game now, I would say. They know what a Hitman game is, so that's wonderful. And now they're going, wow, Miami.
It's been great to have them playing it at the booth, and they come out smiling and having had a good experience. And so it's been a blast to talk to all these people and kind of show them, and this is Miami. It's awesome.
Yeah. So Christian is the creative director on the game, and Jacob is the game director. So these guys have been here the whole time working on this thing. So it's been very, very exciting for you. But I know we can sit up here and talk all day. Let's show. We're going to show a little bit about where we're going to go right now, and then we're going to actually show some gameplay. You guys cool with that? Some gameplay, some actual footage. All right, cool. So let's roll this trailer. We're going to see where we're at in a brand new area. I'm very excited for it.
Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox. A day of high-octane thrills and two very public targets. Excellent. So we are going to Miami. This is very, very cool. I'm very excited. I got to point out, too, why is it always the tall, angry blonde women that seem to be the bad guys in these kinds of things? It seems to be recurring. So, yeah, but we're going to Miami. This is a whole new environment for you guys.
A whole new environment,
you think Hitman, you're thinking, it's somewhere kind of dark and sneaky and whatnot?
Well, I think that this is, the great thing about Hitman is, right, he can go everywhere. And this time around, we're going to sunny Miami. We've been to Paris and all sorts of things in the past, but now it's bright and colorful and nice weather, and Miami has this nature twist to it somehow, flamingos and fish, as you just saw. So it's like it's a theme. But the cool thing about 47 is he can go many different places, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm imagining it's kind of like the Jaws thing, where people are now nervous around bald guys, like at conventions and stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, I saw a prosthetic arm in there too. So
There's some stuff going on.
you guys have some sick minds. I love it. So, all right. So I think we have a friend backstage. We have Sven backstage, who's going to be playing the game for us today. Let's see if we can get the actual gameplay up and running, because we're going to do a live demo here on stage. This isn't pre-recorded. There he is. So Sven, if you're back there, spin the camera around a few times for us.
Hey, I'm here, guys.
You can also talk to Sven. Hey, Sven.
Hey, what's up?
He's actually the voice of Agent 47, so keep that in mind.
Hey, what's up?
So Sven's going to be driving for us. He's just off stage here. He's a badass at the controls. So yeah, you can watch us live. So here we are. So tell us a little bit about Miami, about what we're doing right now.
Yeah, as you can see, we're going to the Global Innovation Race in Miami. And that's a race event we kind of invented for this level. And the target is actually driving one of the race cars right now. She's called Sharon Knox. And Sven, can you just check Instinct just to see kind of if you can find her? Oh, you need to do the frisk first.
It's always the frisk.
Always the frisk, yeah. So in this case, we're going in unarmed. We don't have anything with us, so we will kind of have to take it step by step. That's a plan we're working from today.
I know that if you have a weapon right there, that would be
it's
a
like
problem,
you wouldn't
right?
make it past the entrance. But today we actually have a small plan already, which is we want to plant a bomb on the car that Shara is driving. So we would somehow need to become a mechanic that has access to this car. But Miami here, the centerpiece is of course the race cars, right? That's where we start. But we also kind of create the rest of the race. So you see this entrance area. We have the grandstands. As you're going to see later on, we're going to visit the pits and the paddocks and all that stuff. So we have a lot of things going on in this mission.
I just love the woman who's ran into this. Like, if I saw him at a racetrack, I'd be like, nah, I'm not getting anywhere near that guy. I say he dresses real sharp, though. I like that.
He is a nice dresser. Yeah, he's a bit casual here today.
Just to fit into the surroundings, right?
Yeah, he blends in, right? So this is,
See
you
that
know...
red car, 47?
Yeah, Diana
That's
is also...
the Kronstadt race car with Sierra Knox.
Diana's back talking to us again.
Yeah, so there we have Shara.
All right, so our target is on the vehicle. Now, we should point out, too, so this is an E3 build. So those of you who know E3, you know, like typically, like companies will bring out slices of their game. So this is only about half of the actual map in the full game, right?
That's right. The other target, Robert Knox, as we just saw in the trailer here, he's in the building across the street there. But we are gonna leave him and spare him for today.
Yeah, and I also think not only is it, I mean, square meters wise, it's not the full level, but also in terms of the event. In this case, what we've been showing at E3 is while the race is going on, you try to figure out how to take out Sharon Knox, but in true Hitman fashion, there is both a way of ending the race normally, and you know who wins the race could be a question that players could tamper with, and then there's a whole aftermath, the afterlife of the race as well.
Oh, wow.
So there's tons of combinations of what could actually go on in the level.
So you can be in like one level for like an hour, just playing that one thing, watching the whole thing sort of take place, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the things I like about the game, right? Every area can become its own little small microcosmos where you begin to do your thing. So it's kind of it's up to you where you want to strike and where you want to go for this here thing.
I saw a posting as a reaction to some of the gameplay coming out where a guy was going, woohoo, I see myself spending 20 hours in Miami alone. And I think he's right. I think there's enough of stuff to discover in there.
Yeah, and so it looks like Sven's going downstairs right now looking for a way in. Now,
yeah, I don't know if you picked up on it, but Diana just briefed us that our equipment is actually parked in a red van in the parking garage here.
Okay.
And here we get caught on tape. This is
wave to the camera, Sven. Wave.
And yeah, so now we've been caught on tape, and that's also kind of one of the new additions to the game, and that's this picture-in-picture thing that pops up when you get recorded. But it also shows intel, and you know if someone happens to be found dead in a toilet, then that will also be shown. So we keep you kind of informed about the kind of the current state of what's going on.
Oh, it's Flamingo Dude.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
have
man.
we here?
You can put that on, right? Like maybe we'll come back to that a little.
Absolutely. Yeah. This guy here is actually he's one of these mini stories that are in the level around the different characters. He has a thing, not a thing for Shara, but he has a plan for Shara Knox. So if you follow through on his life and what he does and listen in on his conversation, that will potentially lead you to Shara.
Yeah, like the smaller narratives you kind of tell within this overall narrative is really, really cool. And so, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen Hitman games where you'll watch someone who will react a certain way, and like, okay, if you trigger this, they'll go over here. That's all back in this one. It even looks like
I think it's also
bigger.
important to notice that one of the things we do in Hitman games is that no matter where you go in the world, all other life in the level is still continuing. It's not like we whisk it out of existence.
Yeah.
So people find all these great combinations of things going on, almost like a butterfly effect by tampering with one corner of the level. And I think, as an example with the security camera we saw before, if you actually do something illegal in front of the camera, there's a guy watching, he will react, and someone will be sent to your position.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of simulation going on around you all the time.
All right, so it looks like so Sven picked up a proximity mine and a pistol, and it looks like he needs to get inside that room right there, right?
Sven, what is your plan right now?
Yeah, usually I like to play it, super professional and be a ghost. But I think I'm going a bit more crazy here.
What does that mean, Sven?
We're forcing him to be real calm right now, and it's just driving him nuts.
I think I call it fire extinguisher extreme.
Okay, so something fire extinguisher. Yeah, but the beauty of this game is that right now Sven needs to get a security guard disguise to be able to kind of get access to the VIP area of the event, and there's a couple of guys here, right, and there's also a guy on the inside. So now he's up to something here.
Oh, so he's placing a fire extinguisher.
Placing a fire extinguisher on the floor.
Okay.
That door there, that's a locked door. It's a keycard locked door.
It requires a keycard normally.
Yeah, it requires a keycard, yeah. So which we don't have.
Well, I mean, nothing really requires a key card if you do it right.
No, that's. I think Sven's gonna show us.
What?
Yeah, you guys. So typically by this point we would have the entire map coming after us. So yeah, it's fun watching someone actually taking it properly. All right.
I think your definition of properly is going to.
Oh my god!
So lights went out, door blew open.
All right, so the door's open. We got the door open without a key card.
So
someone is wondering.
And now the guards
we got a security guard. Oh, no, he's like, hey, what's up? I'm one of you guys. Oh! Oh! All right, fire extinguishers to the face. That'll do it. We got one more guy.
There's another guy coming.
Watch out behind you. Oh.
So triple fire extinguishers. Nice one.
I think that should be a challenge in itself. Yeah.
Well, what do you think, audience? Is that pretty impressive right there? That's all right. Sven, they like you.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah, we need to have that. I agree. Some guy in the audience was saying we need an achievement for that. I think we'll have to do that now. I agree.
So now Sven he didn't just get one security guard. He has 3 disguises now.
Yeah, he's got plenty of disguises to
Plenty of
pick.
security guard disguises.
So now the sound effects in the game. Did you go and hit someone in the face with a fire extinguisher and record that, or was that?
No, not really. You saw the fish in the trailer before. At some point, I found myself on YouTube, fish slapping into the face, and then so I found this video of 2 guys kind of beating each other in the face with a fish. I was like, oh my god.
All right.
And if you ever wonder what IO is like as a workplace,
yeah,
there's a good tidbit there.
Your Google history is just terrible.
Yeah, I think we're flagged on some.
Okay, we got to do something with that flamingo, right? Yeah, audience, what do you think? Should we grab the flamingo outfit?
Security guard.
Yeah, all right.
Sven, take it away.
Okay. All right, Sven, we need that outfit.
This playthrough is going places that are not necessarily professional.
All right. Oh, he's over there.
Yeah. Oh, a coin.
Ooh. He likes gold coins. Oh, no.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, free money.
Oh, no. Oh, a brick! Oh! He really played that up.
Yes.
All right, listen now.
Excellent.
So now the most dignified Agent 47 we've ever seen. Let's see here. We'll go. Oh, he's got the key card. That's right.
Yeah, now he has it.
Yeah, he has the key card.
Got it from the guards.
Okay.
Look at him. It's like he's played this game before a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Man. All right. So. And there we go.
Excellent.
All right, we're a flamingo now.
You're just going to leave him on the floor, Sven?
He's the most deadly assassin ever. What kind of training does an assassin have to go through to put on stuff like that?
I think that's highly classified.
Well, yeah.
Just need to play the prologue.
All right, so now he's going to go back out to the front. So,
I guess I just want to mention, in case someone doesn't know, a Hitman game, disguise gameplay is obviously a big feature in our game. We call it typically social stealth, this idea that stealth can be both physical sneaking, but it can also just be your ability to navigate sort of social rules, who's allowed to go where, and also what kind of equipment are you allowed to have. So a security guard can have a pistol, but a flamingo with a pistol is not a great thing.
That would not fly.
That's not okay over in Denmark? It's you don't have flamingos with pistols?
Not a lot.
So now we gained access to the VIP area of the event.
There we go.
Here, yeah. So
that being said, if we see any of you guys dressed like flamingos trying to get into E3, we will we'll let them know. So there we go.
Yeah.
Now look at the sheer number of NPCs out here too. Like that's incredible.
Yeah,
Like, how many characters are in this level?
1,970.
Jesus. 1,900 characters? Have you counted all of them? Do they all have names?
No, not all of them have names, but a good part of them actually have names because we have the contracts mode where players can challenge each other in and nominating their own targets, and then so I could create a contract for you, Jack, and then you could have a go.
Sven, what are you doing?
Here you go.
Yeah. Sven's taking a break here.
Yes. That wasn't the mission.
A lot of the disguises, they have these hiding places where you can blend in. So because some of the characters are more suspicious of you than others, but this is one of the most powerful disguises in Miami. But by blending in, you will actually kind of seem less suspicious. So if you act the role, then you can actually kind of hide.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah, I think it's worth noticing that he's effectively invisible as long as he's playing the part on that stage.
Yeah, but
right,
now
so
Sven is actually he's in the pit area of Shara's team, right? And as you can see, he's trespassing as this is lower level. That means he's not allowed here. So now we have the flamingo sneaking around here, and that's our mechanic.
Oh, there's above his head. There's some coconuts.
It's gonna be interesting.
I want to see this. We got coconut and coconut death right there. How are you? Like, so I'd love to see like heaven. It's like, how'd you get up here? Well, a flamingo shot some coconuts and murdered
and
me.
the thing is though, so our NPCs when they're knocked unconscious, this guy's actually unconscious as well. If they actually see what happened, you will. If you play the game and stick around, you can see them being woken up, and they will try to pass that knowledge to the guards. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, a guy like a flamingo punched me in the face. If he can remember that, right? Obviously, if they didn't see it coming, they can't pass on the knowledge.
Man, that's fantastic. So, tell me a little bit about like when you guys are making a level like this. Like, this is obviously the racetrack is kind of the centerpiece of this level. Do you guys like sort of like say, hey, we want to build a fashion show and kind of work backwards, or what's the process?
That's kind of how it starts, right? Okay, so a race. What do we need a race? And then we map out all the different areas, and we have the main story with the targets we want to tell, and then it's about combining those two with the question, okay, what could possibly go wrong? And
so, and then it goes wrong.
And then then we try to make it go wrong as many ways as absolutely possible.
Nice.
I don't know, Sven. Could you do me a favor, Sven, and just dip back out? I'm just gonna teach you guys. And go to the left. The other end of the Kronstadt pit. There you go.
This is very truly a live demo, everybody.
This is just now we saw the coconut. That's one way of obtaining a mechanic's disguise, and then we have this.
Oh no!
Do it, Sven. Show it.
Can you do it? Can you crush him, Sven? Let's crush those.
Sven,
can you hear us?
Oh, that's a tease. Okay. We're gonna continue, but that's also a way of becoming a mechanic, right?
Oh my God. But it'd be covered in blood. It'd like scoop out the body parts to get the suit off.
There are some of that stuff we don't really simulate. I think it's good for everyone's mental health.
I don't know how you get the sound effects for that kind of thing. So.
All right, so now Sven has the opportunity to kind of tamper with the pit. Grace, the mechanic, just told us to kind of get ready for the pit stop because Cher's coming in, so he can actually do this. There's different options based on what items you have obtained. There's a tire that will lead to one outcome of the pit stop, and then we have the plant the explosive device, and then on the funnel there on the left, that's another outcome.
All right, so we've got the explosive device. You go to a little cutscene here, and she's very angry at us.
So Cher's coming in.
Quick pit stop, and so he's at the back there, and whoop, there we go. All right, perfect.
Good to go.
And that car is doomed.
Pretty much.
So we have a remote detonator, so we can trigger that at any time. So at this point, we're pretty good. So.
Yeah. So, but I think we just take a look at upstairs, right? Because you just talked about the different areas, right? And upstairs we have this driver's lounge where. The race can end at some point. It's up. You can make it happen in different ways. But if you just continue upstairs here, then one part of the process about okay, so what could possibly go wrong? If you just look up here, Sven.
Can you look up?
I would say that's the other end. I'm sorry.
I just got a really good idea.
Yeah. This is the VIP lounge. If you can just look into that.
So again, a big part of building Hitman is so we travel a location, right? In this case, Miami, Florida, and obviously then we create an event. It's always sort of the marriage of the two things. And when we then create the event, we go to town, creating almost every aspect of that event. You know, as you can see, there's the hospitality areas, the partying, other areas that we're not showing, the pit lanes. So you get this feeling that you get to be a fly on the wall in some cases. You know, the voyeur that gets to go and see things that you might not be able to do in your ordinary life.
Yeah, it was funny as we were walking in here today. These guys were like, "Wow, this is a lot like a Hitman level." I was like, "Oh God, this is gonna be in the next one." So, but yeah, it was kind of cool. We just saw fish death.
So that whoa, fish, flamingo and fish.
Sven, was that strictly necessary?
Yeah.
I felt an urge. Sorry.
And no big deal, just walk away. So I want to point out, there's a disco ball right there.
Yeah.
So I was talking with Jakob yesterday. So an artist actually put this in the game.
Yeah, that's one of these things where, you know, when we start up early and we have the what can possibly go wrong question, no one said disco ball, right? And then we built the location, and then all of a sudden I'm playing, and there's like, oh, there's a disco ball. Wait a minute. And then someone said, could we make it that fall and hit someone? And 2 hours later, someone fixed it, right? So I think that's one of the kind of crazy parts about making this game, that we have so many ideas that you know, from the get-go we think this is an awesome idea, and then as you begin to realize the entire concept of the level and combine it with the characters and locations, new ideas pop up, and that's often the best ones, right? The ones here.
I think we should notice that Sven right now is actually using our new crowd mechanics.
That's true.
Being disguised as a mechanic is a little bit more vulnerable, and security guards will know who the race drivers and their crew are. So in this case, he actually has to hide in the crowd and avoid the security guards, and you can probably tell that as a small little outline around him when he's in there, meaning that he's effectively invisible, or almost invisible.
So it's like hidden, basically.
Yeah. So the mechanics disguise is actually not as good as the flamingo in this case.
Well, it's always interesting in the game because, like you were saying, it's like depending on what you're wearing, you should be in certain areas, and you're very careful about that kind of stuff. And I love that aspect of this. And then the little dot over the head, that means that guy will be very suspicious, right?
Yep.
If he spots you.
Absolutely.
So now we're just cruising around and looking at some stuff.
And then realizing this event here, right? This is the Kronstadt hospitality booth. There are the 2 other hospitality booths with different equipment you can find and kind of explore and make your way through. So this is just one out of thousands of ways of actually completing this.
Yeah, this you might wonder whether the Shira or Robert will make it up there. And if you scout out the level long enough, you'll sort of figure out what their life is, what their plans are. And you know, as we talked about, everything is ongoing at the same time. So much like there's now a race car driving around with a bomb on it, you might have planted other traps, and then people find these crazy timings when things go off, and they do all sorts of...
That's just crazy how much scripting goes into something like this. You could sit there and be like, all right, tell me about your life. And he's like, well, I met this girl in high school. I think I'm going to propose to her. We're going to have kids. It's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, but this is one of the things where we also go to great lengths, because I think that there's something about this location being somewhat real, right? That these characters, they have to act as if they are real, kind of have real conversations. There's like a kind of a fun observation we made at some point during the production of the previous game. There was like a lot of the characters were walking around and hating their lives and hating their jobs, and it's like, ugh. So it just became a bummer to be in this world. It's like, I don't want to be here. Everybody just don't want to be here. So I don't want. So we changed that up and found kind of a nice balance of good and fun stuff.
I also think what we typically do is try to create 1 of 2 very big assholes in the level that are absolutely irrelevant for the mission, but because they are sort of abusive or annoying, you know, we tempt players to say, "Can you remain in character? Can you avoid giving the guy a fish to the face?" Or
if you need a couple assholes to put in the game, let me know. I know a few. So yeah, man, and this is great too. Like we were talking earlier today, like you guys have been really great about kind of extending the length of the game. Like you had elusive targets and escalations. That's all coming back in this one, right?
That's all coming back in this one, right? There's contract modes, there's escalations, which are these challenges that you can build, you can try out in the game, where we all can change the rules, add new things to the levels temporarily.
Throw a fish.
Yes.
Oh.
And then, last but not least, I think the fans and us ourselves really like these elusive targets, which is a character that appears in the level for 2 days, 2 to 3 days, and then you have one shot at this. But Sven, I think it's time to end this circus here.
It's time to blow the bomb, Sven. Time to blow the bomb.
All right, Sven, let's get out there. Let's set off this explosive and see what happens.
All right.
Before we get into too much trouble.
All right.
All right.
And we should point out too, so right now you can pre-order the game, get access to a multiplayer mode, Sniper Assassin, that's freaking awesome.
Yes, oh, let's see.
There we go.
There you go.
There it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, like right here, yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do this. You can snipe this too. And again, this is the E3 version of it, so there'll be tons more when the game hits on November 13th.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Oh, man. This is... Oh, there he is. Oh, I love this so much. Is that oh, not a coconut. So, all right, well, thank you very much, guys, for coming out today. Audience, what do you guys think of Hitman 2? You excited for it?
Thanks.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Make some noise for Christian, Jakob, and we got Sven backstage.
Thank you, guys.
Jack from Rooster Teeth. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of E3. All right, everyone. Cool.